Hello, good afternoon. So this is a test to critique on antibacterial efficiency of magnetron spotted yielding to titanium oxide on polymetal metal acrylate, study by Julius Antropinus and company. So this study will be presented by Mr. Aguinaldo and Mr. Salvador. So, what was the paper about? Basically, the paper about was to depict the deposition of titanium dioxide particles on polymetal and acrylic. These titanium dioxide particles show antibacterial properties, and so they wanted to test if if this can be used to kill bacteria in water. So yeah, that's what we do. Okay, thanks. Um, so for the introduction, we find that the the journal adequately explains the significance and the objectives of the study. However, we believe that change the significance. So you see that there are other studies are really inadequate and how they really kill the blah blah. But yeah. But at the same time, while the significance and the objectives sometimes in some parts you feel that they were delved on too much. And yeah, that there's too much shade about the disadvantages of the other methods. So for the methodology, we find that section 2.1, which was really the heart of the study, the TIO, the precision of titanium dioxide through magnetron sputtering on polymetal metacritic, was very comprehensive. This would mean that it would allow reproducibility in any future studies that might apply the journal. However, at the end part, there was one paragraph about CPM stuttering activity. I feel that this was misplaced and could have been placed in another part. For the results and discussion, I feel that it would have been better and to for the flow if the R&D was subdivided into two parts, mainly the characterization of the position of titanium dioxide and characterization of antibacterial properties, because the transition in between these was kind of rough. I mean, it wasn't really bad, but it could help the reader in saying, "Oh, we're now not testing for if we're not checking the effect of titanium dioxide if actually was deposited in the polymetal acrylate. And now we can now say that hey, we're now testing for the active bacterial properties. So we see that in the results and discussion, the discussion for each method, section 2.2, was adequate. What do we mean by adequate? Section 2, why were these tests done? What would the effect if this test result this return this result? This result? What would it mean? What would it entail? I feel that the journal was able to really talk about that, and we really appreciate it. Even though we have minimal knowledge about these topics, we were really able to understand and understand their paper. Furthermore, the recommendations on optimum conditions were very helpful. Again, if this study is going to be used in future studies, we feel that yeah, and then the paper was able to show the connection between the wettability and the increased activity theory. Like, where it will explain why they expect the increased activity to happen when there is wettability. However, the study did not and really feel that the conclusion, or say, because yeah, well, it's part of the conclusion. So I don't think that they could have stated it. Without conclusion. Short conclusion, we find short but simple, adequate. Did not, yeah. So, animations, feel that other characterization techniques such as could use to and yeah.